Cashless Society here again, and probably be a quick video for you. Might make a second one today, but as of now, I just wanted to address a few pieces of news that stuck out to me that caught my eye. I want people to first and foremost be aware of this article. It says Australian exchanges delist privacy coins amid chain analysis integration. So basically, what's going on right now is because of the properties of privacy coins and them having some kind of potential to be illegal and cause trouble for these exchanges, they're going to start just removing them. I think this is going to continue to happen. At this moment, they delisted Monero, Komodo, Bitcoin, and Zcoin. I agree with Alex Saunders here too. He says, like I always say, important technology for crypto infrastructure, but a bad investment as exchanges will continue to delist. So I totally agree with that. I do think that there's a few privacy coins that you could potentially hold that could yield good returns and not get delisted everywhere, which I'm about to talk about next. But even if I'm able to save one person from holding on to these privacy coins that are most likely going to continue to get delisted, what's going to happen is they're going to lose their liquidity, no one's going to be using them, and they're just probably not going to be the best investment going forward. Obviously do what you want, but definitely be aware that these cryptos could end up struggling as an investment from now on. All right. So if you want to invest in privacy and you want to try and play it safe, I'm always going to say follow the money. With Gemini has Zcash on their platform. You know who else has Zcash? Coinbase. So I think the writing is kind of on the wall, at least here in the United States, which privacy coins will be accepted going forward. Gemini is headquartered in New York. Coinbase has a New York office as well. These platforms would not have Zcash on their exchange if they expected it to cause any kind of issues down the road, I would say. So, as I said, follow the money. These guys have been in the back rooms with people that matter in finance and regulation and everything. And when it comes to privacy, what you're scared of is the regulation side. So, Zcash has taken a beating as far as the price, but so has almost every other crypto. So that could once again present an opportunity. The point being, obviously, Zcash is on two premier exchanges here in the United States, and I don't see that changing. Also, kind of to add on to that, Grayscale, Bitcoin Trust, they actually have two crypto trusts that are privacy coins. So they have Horizon, which has some privacy features, as well as they have their own Zcash trust as well. So I think the writing's kind of on the wall. You're going to continue to see this. Monero actually works. To my understanding, there is ways to track Zcash still, so I'm not sure that it's a fully private crypto. And also, to my understanding, Monero, at least the last time I've looked into this, I honestly haven't spent a lot of time on privacy coins, but to my knowledge, Monero is the best privacy coin as far as actually providing that anonymity. So anyway, for privacy coins, I would say Zcash is honestly the only play at this point here in the United States. Maybe Horizon if you grabbed it somewhere else, since there is a Grayscale Horizon Trust. All right, but that's about it. Just saying, be safe with privacy coins, basically. All right, so next up, I wanted to talk about this next purchase Riot Blockchain just made. So, I think just 4 days ago, they had a massive purchase in miners, and then they basically doubled down on that purchase. So, take a look at the article. So, Riot Blockchain continues its commitment to Bitcoin mining with the new purchase of 5,100 next generation Bitmain S19 Pro Ant miners, or 11.2 million from Bitmain. This purchase and the recently disclosed order of 8,000 S19 Pros, which is what I was just talking about. I made a video on it like, what, 2, 3, 4 days ago, something like that, how they just had this massive purchase. So I saw this article pop up and I was thinking maybe it was the same purchase, but no, they basically doubled down on their investment. So they've added a lot more. So now they're going to have 13,100 of the brand new S19s. And that's going to be deployed within the first half of 2021. I'd also mention somewhere in here, I believe that the company, yeah, so they expect to be exceeding 2 exahash, and they also expect to be a profitable firm by the end of 2020. So rolling into 2021, I expect that to continue to grow. So they're going to be profitable next year. They're going to have one of the largest mining facilities in the United States, or sorry, North America. And with this addition, my last video I mentioned they already would be over 1% of the entire Bitcoin hash rate just for one company. With this purchase, I think it will bump them closer to about 1.7% of the entire hash rate. And that's if it were to stay where it is now. So I would say it's probably going to be a little less than that. But yeah, it's going to be over 1% for sure, maybe 1.5 area for the entire Bitcoin hash rate. All right. So lastly, another thing I wanted to highlight in here is it says all of the new miner purchases continue to be funded using available working capital, and Riot continues to maintain no long-term debt. So they're using working capital that they have to buy these miners. They're not financing with debt. So that's also great when it comes to a business. So Riot is up about 9% today. I'm not sure that has anything to do with the price, or sorry, the article talking about the miners purchase. I think it just has to do with Bitcoin maybe moving up a little today. But anyway, don't get too excited price-wise. The price action will come, but as I've said, be ready for price action to be a lot more exciting in 2021. The rest of this year, we could see a lot of sideways action, and then maybe one more move up around the holidays. That would be exactly how I see this playing out now. I thought we might have more fuel and energy, but no, it looks like we're definitely going to trade sideways for a while and then finally start breaking out towards the end of the year and into next year. All right. And lastly, Riot Blockchain's main competitor, as I mentioned here in North America at least, is Marathon Patent Group. So I compared the two in my most recent video talking about Riot, I believe. And at that time, it looked as though Marathon Patent Group was going to have the larger mining facility total. But now, with Riot's new purchase, I believe they're definitely going to have a little bit more exahash than Marathon Patent. So what I have highlighted here, in case you can't see the screen, it says, today's news comes on the heel of recent incremental business growth through the purchase of what is now expected to be a total of 13,520 next-gen miners, generating 1.5 exahash upon full installation. So Riot's purchase collectively of S19s is 13,100, but they also have some S17s and other mining instruments, I believe, in their facility. So main point being, these two companies, both Riot and Marathon Patent, are going to be traded on. They're traded on the Nasdaq for one, so you're going to have access to all the main trading apps. Obviously your Schwabs, your Fidelities, E-Trade, anything like that. But as I've mentioned, they're also going to be on Robinhood, and these two companies, at least from what I found, are going to be the only ones available on Robinhood. So going forward, it's not easy to just get a NASDAQ listing. So these two companies, I can see having some crazy demand for their stock here shortly, basically. Second half of this year into 2021, I see bright futures for both companies and their stock price. So that about covers it. As always, thanks for watching. please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next one.
What is a cashless society? What does it actually mean in a literal or high-level sense?
Money will become like these, relics of a different age, and will only be found in places like this. In other words, hard cash will disappear. It will become electronic, transferred by things like these.
Then Tracy is in Beijing to show us what a nearly cashless society actually looks like. Ben, good morning.
Mobile payment transactions in China reached a cumulative total of 277.4 trillion RMB in 2018, ranking #1 in the world, according to the recently released statistical report on internet development in China. As of June 2019, online payment users in the country reached 633 million. The cashless society is now approaching.
When's the last time you paid with cash? Well, chances are cash has taken a backseat to the plastic in your wallet and smartphone pay apps.
Denver 7's Ryan Luby explains the digital pay revolution and why not everyone is on board.
The cashless society, the cashless society.
The cashless society.
The cashless society is now approaching.
The cashless society.